Hello, good morning. This is J. Richard Varvel with the JRV Morning Show, coming to you live this morning. We're doing it from inside my house, inside the healing room that I use. It's also my oil blending room, my mixology room, where all the alchemical processes happen. And it is also where I do the show when I'm at home, if I'm not doing it outside. And so I am happy to be joining you on this 2/2/2 day. It's February 22nd. And so it's a 2/2/2 day. Lots of great energy happening out there in the airwaves, so to speak. Excuse me, good morning. Welcome to the show. And so let's see, where do I want to start this morning? Okay, so I'm going to do I'll do my little commercial slash teaser for next week. We're going to have a special each day. I'm not sure if it's just going to be one word or if it's going to be more of a theme that we get into, but it's going to be things I learned from Jordan Maxwell, things that he just really brought home that I might have heard other places or might have kind of got the feeling myself, but it's like with his research and how long he's been working on putting these things together, he really has a way of just, it's organized in his mind. Okay, so for example, money. Let's talk about money. I know I've already talked about this before for those of you that have been watching the show, but for those of you that are just beginning to watch, this will be new for you. Good morning, Aaron. Welcome to the show. Real quick, while I'm thinking about it though, I am going to share my Facebook page before I tell you about money. At least what I learned from Jordan Maxwell about money and the words we use around money. Okay, so I'm on my page and now I just need to share. You guys are great. Thank you so much for being patient with me. Sometimes I get a little bit excited and a little off track. So I do my best to stay on track and keep things going. All right, here we go. On my timeline. Okay, so. All right, so money. Money is, the symbol of money in the occult is water. And so let me give you some examples of how that works. So if you think about currency, so like the current in a river. And so if you're going down a river and you have a river bank, so literally banks are are controlling the flow of currency through the banks. And let's see, what else do we use? Oh, so have you ever heard the saying, I'm going through money like water, or it's going through my hands like water? You know, that there's that. There is being underwater if you're in debt or you're upside down. There's the whole connotation that you're in water, underwater. Let's see what else comes to mind right now. So anyways, money and water, they are, money is the symbol, water is the symbol for water and how it works in the system. And so it's important for us too, if we're especially having some money issues, to imagine water flowing through us. Imagine the energy flowing through us, because usually it has something to do with some kind of energy blockage that we're having within us. So, or where we might not have worthiness, we might have some worthiness issues. And so that's literally creating a blockage and not letting that energy completely flow through us, hence creating the issue out in our physical reality. All right, that feels complete. So, look who decided to join. Come here. Come on, let's get in the bread. Yeah, look who decided to join the show. Oh, come here. Ooh, there we go. There you go. Now you're up here. Welcome to the show, Watson. Okay, so we're going to go into the card reading of the day and see what wants to come through. If anybody has any questions about that, that's just, again, a little teaser of where we're going to go. We're going to get into the history of money, why we use money. Last thing I'll say is, money is separated in denominations, and guess what else is separated in denominations? Churches. and different religious denominations. And so there's a reason for that too. Okay, so that's the end of my teaser part of the show, and it's interesting, as soon as I ended that, it went back to being clear, like I was having issues with signal strength, and now I'm not. Just interesting. Just interesting. I'm noticing, Watson. I'm noticing. Are you noticing? Thank you for joining the show. I missed you. I knew he was in the room, but I knew he needed a minute to get ready before he wanted to reveal himself to everybody. So let's see what the card of the day is, so we can stay on track here to get to the 11:11 of meditation and do that on time. All right. Yes. Okay, so let's see here one more time. I'm gonna cut the deck. Ta-da! Ah, I like it. In flow. In flow. So, this one, it's like, what a synchronicity. We were just talking about money and water and flow, and then we get the card in flow. And it really, one of the things I'm learning about in my own life and my own experience with flow and being in my own flow is the more that I'm on my own time, the more that I let go of needing to do or attain anything in any certain amount of time or have any expectations around that, or around how I'm being perceived out in the world. Really just keeping it heart-centered, keeping my energy with me, focused on me, on what I'm creating, on what I'm doing. Of course, I connect in a situation like this, but before, my energy used to be so much out in the world instead of right here where I can do the most creating, the most good, the most loving. And so being in the flow, being in our own flow, when we feel that, when we feel like we can be in a boat with the oars up and we're just coasting down the river, it's all nice and wonderful. When we feel that good in our flow, in the flow of life, that's when we're in alignment with life, where we're not resisting it, we're not trying to change it, we are literally working with the divine flow, and it is working with us. And so when we feel resistance, when we feel like things aren't going our way, when we feel blockages or we feel stuck, that means that somewhere down the road, somewhere in the energy, we are not allowing the energy to move. And we don't have thoughts or beliefs that really match who we really are in the world. So an affirmation I like to use is, I am worthy, deserving, totally lovable, and I matter. As well as I'm moving from my good to my greater good, and my glory to my greater glory. And the reason why I use those is because it's acknowledging that I'm already in a great place, I'm already in a good place, and I'm always moving into an even better place. It's like I'm always in the flow of learning and expanding and growing, and so I'm always moving from my good to my greater good. And it's just knowing that that's happening no matter what's showing up in my life. I know that is what's unfolding in my life. That's what is going on with me, and so there's a reason why it's showing up. And so, just like anything else, it's important to face what shows up. If we don't stand up and face what shows up in our life, then it's going to keep getting more and more intense until we decide to stand up and face it, or it somehow takes us out. We're kind of, the energies build in either direction. Oh goodness, excuse me. As soon as I did that, I was like, ooh, I didn't mean to do that. I just did a big snort, so I apologize, everybody. Okay, so let's see if there's anything else that wants to come through for inflow. Okay, so the other part of this card for the collective is there is the divine flow. There is the flow of the current unfolding, the highest and best good, the living out of all the highest potentials. And we can absolutely tune to that flow, to that timeline. And it's just a matter of using our internal guidance system to make choices that are in our own best and highest and best good, as well as in alignment with our own soul. What we're here to not only accomplish, but experience, what we're here to participate with. Those are all parts of what what we're aligning with. Because, you know, we all have come here to be different things, to do and interact with different people, and to create all kinds of different things. So, you know, and each one of us is here to do something unique and different. Like, we're not all here to have the same life. We're not here to all want the same things. We all want something different. We all want it our own unique, different way. And we all have the ability to create that for ourselves. And it's really just knowing that we have that. That we have that ability, that we have that we're worthy, deserving, totally lovable, and we matter. And that we can absolutely stand in that truth. Stand in our truth. Capital T. Okay, so that feels complete. It's 11:11. Let's get into the meditation. If anybody has any questions, of course, please don't hesitate to call in when we get to that part of the show. Okay, here we go. Close your eyes, everybody. It's time to go in and go deeper. And we're going to go use our imagination. We're going to begin to grow roots from the base of our spine and the bottoms of our feet down into the center of Mother Earth. This is connecting our energy with the Earth's energy, also grounding our energy. So if we're carrying around any excess anxiety, maybe some extra stress, tuning into and grounding out on the Earth's energy is a fantastic way to just allow that energy to just drop down out through the roots, down through the base of your spine that you've grown down to the earth, through the bottoms of your feet down to the earth. The earth is able to just take that energy and she's able to clear and transmute it. No problem. So let's just take a deep breath now. One more. Yes. Just letting that tension or stress go from wherever it might be in our bodies. And let's just allow ourselves to move out of our headspace, down through the spiral staircase, through the middle of our body, down into our heart space. Just taking our conscious awareness down into our heart space. Another deep breath. Yes. And now I'd like you to become aware of a gold and silver ball of light at the center of your heart space. And I would like you to begin to grow that gold and silver ball of light bigger, bigger, bigger. We're growing it past our physical bodysuit, bigger, bigger, bigger. And today we're going to go out 11 feet. It's 11:11, and it's 2:22, and we're going to take our sphere of light out 11 feet. So it's a perfect sphere, and emanating like a star out in every direction from your heart space out. And we're creating a sphere of light that is like a ball, and it is 11 feet out all the way around us. Above, below, side to side, all around us. This is our energy. This is our energy signature. And this is what makes us, uniquely different. This gives us our personality. And this really, truly animates our life and reality. Yes, this is what is literally projecting our energy out into the world. From the inside out. Let's just take a few moments and just spend some time in our gold and silver ball of light. I can tell that the energies have dropped down and taken us even deeper within ourselves. And so it's important to see what's new, what's newly available. It's important to ask yourself, what's new here? What's new for me? What can I experience now? What activations or what wants to be turned on within me now? Any questions you feel guided to ask yourself. Anything that you feel heart guided to engage with within yourself. Those are really breadcrumbs from the universe, breadcrumbs from yourself. to engage yourself in ways that will take you into deeper knowing of who you really are, what you're really here to do and be, and to really ignite your passions and your fires in ways that you might not have done for yourself yet. All right, our adventure now takes us to the Himalayas. We're just going to be actually flying over. We're not going to be stopping. However, as we fly over this mountain chain, the Himalayan mountain chain, we are going to be showering down a rainbow energy, a rainbow light of the Most High. So I would like you to imagine, in your gold and silver ball of light, you lifting off, leaving the room that you're in. You are not bound by space or time, or the physical laws of gravity. And we are taking off in our gold and silver ball of light, leaving the room we're in. We're heading towards the Himalayan mountains. And we are going to start at whatever end you'd like to start at. And we're going to go all the way across the mountain range. So again, get yourself to your starting point. Everybody will be starting at their own starting point here. This is being choreographed by the divine, so just trust wherever you start is where you start. I would like you to see the Himalayan mountain range in front of you, and I would like you to put your hands out. I would like you to imagine a rainbow light coming through your heart space, down through your arms, out through your hands. This is a rainbow light of the Most High. This is a rainbow light of the universal forces of love. These are the highest forms of the universal light possible, and we are directing them over the Himalayan mountain chain. This is energy center of the earth, and this is literally putting light. We are literally engaging with the earth to bring even more light into her grid system, so she can spread it throughout the earth. And the Himalayan mountain range is one of those places that we can do that and assist with the earth. So we're going to go ahead and start to fly over this mountain range, allowing this energy, this rainbow light energy of the Most High, to pour out through your hands. And it comes from an unlimited source within you, throughout your heart space. It's raining down, and it's just being absorbed into the earth as if it's like rain. Yes. And I would like you to also take in anything you notice. You might also notice some angels and some earth angel fairies assisting us in this process, amplifying our energy and assisting the earth as well. You also might notice some sacred geometry showing up. These are energy, encoded energy patterns that are also being encoded within the earth grid as well, assisting us in this now moment as we continue to move forward in our earth journey together. Yes. Again, just be aware of anything that you might notice. We're being an observer here as we're allowing this energy to move through us. And again, as a reminder, anytime we do a healing for another entity, for humanity, we are doing this is not only for the earth, this is for all of humanity, all life on the earth. And so whenever we do that, we are also giving ourselves a healing as well. So just really allow yourself to allow these energies to move through you. Know that you are worthy, deserving, totally lovable, and that you do matter. And anything that wants to come up and out, just allow it to come up and out. Allow it to either go down your grounding cords. You can imagine anything that needs to be transmuted through the violet flame. And you can also just just let it go, let it drop out of your system and let it rain down. It's all going to be cleared and transmuted through this light energy that's pouring out through all of our hands. So any way you want to do it, or any combination in which you feel led to do it, this is a great time to really allow these energies to move within you and move freely within you. Yes. It allows us to be in our own flow and in the flow of the all that is. When we're in our own flow, we're in the flow of the all that is. We wouldn't be able to be in our own flow without being in the flow of the all that is. It all works together. Yes. All right. So we are ending our journey. We've gone all the way through and across the mountain range, each one of us from wherever we started. I would like you to thank yourself, thank your Light Align team. Take a moment to just place your hands and allow this energy to truly just penetrate your field and allow your cup to runneth over. Just totally charging you up for today, for this now moment, whenever you happen to be watching this video and doing this meditation. Time does not matter. These videos are always, they're timeless. You can always join in and add your energy. Yes, wonderful. Okay, so I would like you to thank your Light Align team, thank yourself, give yourself a hug, give yourself a pat on the back. Thank the earth, thank the entire company of heaven for joining us. Thank, again, yourself. Thank all the animal spirits, all the earth angel fairies. And I would like you to take your gold and silver ball of light, flying faster than light, back to wherever you are physically located. You are there back in a flash. And I would like you to begin to wiggle your fingers and toes and become aware of your physical body whenever you are ready. We did it, Watts. That was a great meditation. How was that? Did you like that one? Did you like that one? Did you feel the good energy? Did you feel it coming through? Did you feel it coming through? Yes. Oh, my good boy. He's my good boy. Yeah. All right, peeps. Let's see. It is now the question portion of the show, as well as this is the part where you can call in if you'd like a mini energy reading or comment in with your questions for a mini energy reading. So that number is 661-800-5875. Again, that's 661-800-5875. And as I said before, you can comment in as well. And for all those of you joining in the archives, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, or VidMe, don't hesitate to comment in. I always go back and look at the comments and respond to them. I do my best to be quick. I usually do it within that same day. But just know if I don't respond right away, it's just because there is something else taking my time, and I will get to it. Yes. All right. So wonderful. What a great day. What a great meditation. That felt really good. Thank you those that joined in live, as well as all those joining in the archive. It's always a great time doing these meditations with you, allowing this energy to move through all of us. It's really an important part of this life experience. It really allows us to get more of a sense of a more well-rounded, a more rounded out life experience when we engage these other parts of ourselves. They're just other parts of ourselves. They're not, somebody else or something else. They're just other parts of us that have either been lying dormant or that we've hid very well from ourselves. And so there isn't anything to be afraid of. There's a lot of new things to experience, but nothing to be afraid of. And all right, so I feel like this show feels complete. I'm going to do a little spray to end us out here of Rising Isis, uncover and reveal your energy. I feel like that's what we've been doing today, really peeling back the layers of the onion and just allowing ourselves to really dig in and just speak our truth and be our truth. Yes, well, I love it. Thank you. And Sean just commented that thank you again, and it was very beneficial. So it's awesome to hear that, Sean. I'm grateful that you tuned in again and joined in, and I'm happy to hear that is something that resonates with you. And yeah, I just feel like it's important for us all to be there for one another, share what we know, and to have fun while we're doing it. So that's what we're all about here. There's a lot of heaviness in the world. There's a lot of things that are rough and tumble, and there's a lot of suffering. And I'm not ignoring any of that. However, I am doing my part to bring about joy and happiness to be a counterbalance to that energy. So I just want everyone to know that I do send lots of love and light out to everyone. And I realize that there's a lot going on, and I'm very well aware of that. Yes, but I still don't think that we can't have a good time here and do things that are uplifting and high energy. Yes. All right, so that's that. That's a thank you again, everybody that tuned in. It was a great show. I very much enjoyed it on this special 222 day. Yes. All right, surrounding everybody with a big, huge, giant hug. We'll be back here tomorrow at 11. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.